welcome to Mr. BT. Yeah, so that's gonna happen a lot tonight. So first of all, we're doing this as Robert's birthday. He's turning 40. And I would like to introduce everyone and just mention a few things before I do. Well, this is not your ordinary play. If you know about it, it's a little unconventional. There will be strong language, sexual situations, and you might feel uncomfortable. That's the point.
Partial nudity.
Well, explications of,
That was not
I
in the
would
contract.
say, maybe. But farting will happen intentionally by the readers, so that's normal. I would like to present our anti-characters. So Ali Nasser, all the way from Cairo, Egypt, but all the way from New York, technically, is... You can stand up, Ali.
Yay.
Is reprising the role of Mr. Black Testicles, Captain Megalomania, after 17 years from performing the role.
Wow.
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 Amazing.
So,
Wow.
big deal.
Sorry, I was late on
Jack O'Donnell is not Mr. Black Testicles and Bobby Brown, the co-conspirator in having this done,
Tony,
this reader done.
be in the light
Oh, the light.
so we can see it.
Fine.
Go to the light.
His identity is anonymous, but he goes by Jashua Barbosa, and he is playing Not Me. And father to be.
Yay!
Jeffrey Vivian is me. Are you sure? You're me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the one who wasn't sure.
Are you sure? Oh, you're me. And he's a surprise. You'll find out why. And our narrator for the night is Dani Stone. He also gets to do other voices, which is fun. All right. I think, yeah, I will introduce the playwright, Robert Beshara.
Okay, well, first of all, I wish to thank my wife and partner in crime, Connie, for the generous gift, and which is an act of love. I appreciate her tremendously, and I'm also grateful to the actors, the folks at Teatro Paraguas, and to all of you for being here today. Special thanks to Ali Nasser, my dear friend of many years, for making it here from New York to reprise his role as Mr. BT 17 years after the premiere performance in Cairo. So I want to say something specific and then talk a bit more generally. I'll be brief, but I began writing this play 20 years ago. The language is explicit because the experiment was to write a play that is yet to be written by a fictional playwright, Bobby Brown. So it's a play to be, a dream of a play. As such, the play takes place in the unconscious of Brown, hence why the textual material is uncensored and raw. Now to the general part. Playwriting is a craft that transcends the individual and embraces the collective. Theater is a communal art form, a symphony of human connections, where each note played is a testament to the power of collaboration. At the core of all these connections is love. Love for the craft, love for storytelling, and love for the shared human experience. Playwriting is an act of love because it brings people together. My wife and I met 18 years ago and fell in love thanks in part to theater. I find that humbling. As such, this play is about how the writer's ego must step aside to make room for the collective spirit, even if that spirit is absurd. So let us celebrate playwriting not as an isolated act of creation, but as a beautiful communal dance. Let us honor the relationships that breathe life into words, and the love that binds us all in the shared magic of the theater. Thank you. Enjoy.
All of the anti-characters are dressed in black suits. Actors are free to fart at any time on stage during the performance, but can only burp when told so by the director. Actors are encouraged to suggest physical action and must be consistent in their inconsistencies. Everyone working in the production is encouraged to use a pseudonym for the program and to mention their astrological sign. The stage resembles a catwalk and is comprised of an elevated eye-shaped riser in the middle, surrounded by audience members from all sides. Acting areas on the risers and around them with 2 sliding entrances and exits, upstage and downstage of the risers. The set should imply brain substance, something organic, tissues, cells, muscle, flesh, red blood, gray matter, etc. 12 mobile poles on stage form a ritualistic circle with symbolic cards hidden underneath the risers in 6 positions. The formula is all drawing. Setting, Bobby Brown's brain. Prologue, pre-slumber, clock ticking sound.
Pisces. It's 12 a.m. I need to wake up in 7 hours. I hate school. I still feel like a schoolboy. Who said I wanted to be a teacher? That's not creative. I'm in bed. My eyes are shut. I'm lying on my back, but I can't sleep. I am cock-blocked by writer's block. No, I overthink. I can see the play in my head, but I'm afraid to write it down. When I read what I write, I usually think it's rubbish and throw it away. My friends at school tell me, Bobby Brown, you're obsessive. No, I'm not. I just see patterns, that's all. Being that it's past 12, today is 7/7/2007. 7 plus 7 plus 2 plus 7 equals 23. 2 plus 3 equals 5. A palm has 5 fingers. In the pentagram, the 5-pointed star has magical associations. Now, does that mean anything? No, not necessarily, but they are facts. You cannot deny that. So, do you call that obsession or just a passion for numbers? St. Augustine said, numbers are the universal language given to us by the deity as confirmation of the truth. I like numbers and their meaning. My favorite numbers are all odd numbers, 0, 1, 3, and 7. But I like 12 too. A year has 12 months, and 12 hours is a half a day. I was looking at the newspaper before going to bed, and I cannot believe they decided to stop doing James Bond films. I mean, James Bond is it. He's the man. Everyone, deep inside, wants to be like him. Every lady would wish to be with him. Sean Connery, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, my favorite, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig. 6 James Bond films in a row. The whole gang. Yet not one was ultimate. There has to be a 7th James Bond. The perfect, ultimate 007. I just don't see it. They are completely missing the pattern. I should be the next James Bond.
Blog.
Bond. James Bond.
James
Bond. James Bond. Bond. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. James Bond. News feed from the brain. Today, from the cerebellum headquarters, it is 7/7/7007, which marks the anniversary of the war-free post-apocalyptic age. And to you, occipital lobe,
after 5 millennia of world wars, specifically 44 world wars, the Earth has run out of water, oxygen, and the female gender. The male gender is in danger of extinction. Science has given up on reproduction. There is no way it could be done. Cloning could be made, but reproduction cannot. We need the other sex. To you, parietal lobe.
Well, our masculine strive for world dominance has not been fruitful to us. The male ego has only brought destruction. In evolution, they call it natural selection, survival of the fittest, inherent violence that is out of our control. That's what I call it. It's all male ego, in my opinion. You can see it in the weapons, rocks, tanks, and guns. All phallic shaped, all symbols of power. Media altered our history. Politicians only got more suits to wear. No political system has proven to succeed. We are not satisfied, but we are lucky and grateful to have technology to live in cubicles, to generate oxygen from carbon dioxide and water from urine. At least we're trying to survive. We're not evolving, though, without sexual selection. Temporal?
We need to find a solution to our problem. Insects will be extinct one day too, maybe even before us. The age of the Roach King will not last for long, and that's our only source of nourishment. Cockroaches, from which we extract fluids, and something that reminds us of the good old days, of protein. Back to you, frontal lobe.
What we need is faith. Science has given us weapons and destructions. Religion has given us separation and discrimination. We need to believe once again.
Here at the Cerebral Cortex, we try to narrow down the organizations left. Only 6,666 men remain in this world, and we still hear of the thirst-motivated violence in the main tubes and the central sewage. Our reports say that we're divided into 11 organizations, occults and secret societies, each bearing a number from 0 to 10. Each number is a code. Knowing the meaning of each number would be like solving the riddle of the Sphinx. But the problem is, we're all divided. We need to unite, brothers. We must unite in our quest. Only one woman needs to be recreated to terminate our misery. Estrogen is our sole hope back to humanity. If we solve the riddle, we'll have a chance to extend human life. It's the final test. God bless the Roach King.
All of the anti-characters freeze in their positions. Then they slowly form a line behind Mr. Black Testicles, with me last in line.
Everything starts with a poem.
Did you hear that?
A poem by Mr. Hugo Ball. Gaji Beribimba Glandridi
Did you hear that?
Laulani.
What?
Kadori Kajama.
The
Grama
music.
Berida.
I hear
Bimbala
nothing.
Glandri Galasasa. Lavi
No,
Talomini
listen
Gaji
closely.
Beribin Blasa.
Bend your
La Sala Lala
prolong
Loni
your
Kador
ears.
Su.
All I hear is a
Sasala
shitty
Bin
poem.
Gajama. Tufin Im
No,
Zimzala
the music
Dimban
of spheres.
Gligla. Wobbling
Listen,
Mai.
it's beautiful.
Bimberi Ban Okata.
He's not a Pythagorean. Leave him alone.
Sola Hopsman. Lali
Musica
Talomini.
universalis.
Ho Gajama. Orienio.
Musica
Look
instrumentalis.
to Terula. Blaulala Lu.
Musica humana.
Zim Zim Urula
Yeah,
Zim
whatever.
Urulala Zim Zim.
Today is 7/7/7007.
Zanzibar Zim.
You all heard the news.
Elephantolin.
7,777.
Brusala
7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 28. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 10. 11 organizations, each to its own number, from 0 to 10. I see a pattern. Today is not an ordinary day. Today, I shall solve the riddle of the Sphinx. Today, I shall enter history to be remembered forever. Today, the miracle comes.
How does one solve the riddle?
You see these poles? Each pole carries a number, from 0 to 10, representing the 11 surviving organizations on Earth. Each number of each organization has a meaning to it, and a symbolic card accompanying it.
I already knew that.
No one asked you.
I see 12 poles, honestly.
Yes, the 12th organization is the hidden organization. Therefore, we don't mention it.
Fair enough. Do carry on.
If you understand the meaning behind the numbers and add the right symbol to each pole, you solve the riddle, and supernatural forces forgive humanity.
But why you?
I happen to be chosen.
A messiah.
Not yet.
He's a dinosaur.
I just happen to be here.
But where are we?
Somewhere we shouldn't be in. A holy place.
Where?
We are in a sealed room that could never be penetrated.
Then how did we end up here?
Given the circumstances that we're in a dream state or in the consciousness of maybe Bobby Brown?
Excuse me?
The unconscious follows a different logic, which is unpredictable.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're in a sealed room inside a large and complex glass cubicle. Technically, we don't know exactly where we are or what we are, physiologically speaking. I can't explain how we ended up here either, but we are where we are, and we have a common purpose, I reckon.
Sort of like a puzzle.
Or a labyrinth.
You always go left.
Yes, I hate conservatives too.
What happens next when you...
We start fresh, similar to formatting computer systems.
What about memory? Will we forget who we are?
That's unimportant because we don't know who we are. But if we don't solve the riddle, we are doomed to extinction. That much we know.
I knew all of that from the beginning.
We know why you're here. Why are we here?
They sent you with me, the three of you, in case I needed an extra hand. You are clones of me, the three of you, and more. Only not as smart.
I know who I am.
Look at him, for example. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Exactly.
I meant you.
That's what I'm saying.
See?
13.7 billion years ago, there was a void, chaos. Then heat and cold entered into space, causing the crystallization of the visible universe.
You're an alchemist. There must be a creator.
Guys!
Now that, what the hell is your problem?
Hold on, guys. Let's focus for a second here.
Welcome to the room. Your name?
Testicles. Blackus Testicles.
Your code?
007.
Organization name?
The Caviar Society.
Please, stand still while we scan you. Your identity has been verified, Mr. Black Testicles. Do you understand how this works? This is not a game.
Yes, I know that. I need to solve the riddle of the Sphinx by placing the right card on the right pole.
That's the easy part. Remember the one golden rule. No one places any card on the poles but you.
Yes, I am the only one who can place the cards on the poles.
After solving the riddle, if you succeed, we'll ask you to name each organization there is. If you answer correctly, you proceed to the final stage, which I will not discuss now. Good luck, Mr. BT.
All right. I need to concentrate. This can't go wrong. Think of the problem. Think of the problem. Think of the problem. Remember women?
Of course.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
We only read about them.
Remember the history of our forebears? You fall in love with a woman, you marry her, and you make love to her, 9 months and bang! A baby is born out of nowhere. He or she comes to the light from a dark and mysterious void. The womb.
The Big Bang.
Not the Big Bang, but close. Close enough. The universe, out of void and chaos. And a baby, out of void and passion. Don't you see any similarities?
I have an image, but I don't know if it's what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course not. What do you mean?
The same concept of a circuit, guys. Electricity, positive and negative, man and woman, God and creation. The binary system behind all computers, 0 and 1. Oh my, I got the first two.
Hey, what is he talking about?
He looks serious and enthusiastic.
You think he should be?
Do you think we should be for him?
I believe him.
The symbols lie in the unconscious. We know the symbols before seeing them. They are the language of our psyche, the material of our dreams. The ego.
Mr. Black Testicles looks underneath the risers to find cards with different symbols. He holds a card with the copyright symbol.
C. Copyright. I'm sure that's his favorite one. Don't you dare.
He gets two cards, one with a plus sign on a brown background and one with a minus sign on a black background. He places the minus card on the 0 pole and the plus card on the 1 pole.
How do you know you didn't make a mistake? Did you place the right symbol on the right pole? How can you be so sure that your understanding of the code is right?
If I do a mistake, the pole would self-destruct. And I rely on my instincts solely, gentlemen.
Oh my.
I don't trust him. Why should we put our destiny in his hands? Why should we count on his feeble instinct?
You have no other choice. I'm the most evolved of you all.
Okay.
Let's solve 5 since we're all 5.
You mean 4.
Let's solve 4 since we're all 5.
I can already guess pole 2. Think I have it. Let me take a look.
Mr. Black Testicles goes down to look at the symbols.
Of course! The balance. Yin-yang. Duality.
Black and white.
They all look at each other, especially at their clothes.
Good.
And evil.
Mr. Black Testicles places the yin-yang symbol, which has a red background, on pole 2.
3 is easy. Did you ever read the Bible?
Isn't that a book?
Actually, it's a holy...
The Trinity!
He said it. He's intelligent because of me.
Mr. Black Testicles places the Trinity symbol card, which has an orange background, on pole 3.
Trinity?
The Trinity is a complicated concept and is usually misunderstood and misinterpreted.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
They made you a Christian! That's one side of the Trinity, correct. But the Trinity also has a more subtle dimension to it. Look at me.
I'm looking.
What do you see?
I don't have my glasses.
Someone trying to pose as James Bond.
A poser hiding the fact that he's posing?
You see a man. And what am I but body, mind, and soul? Isn't that also a Trinity?
Oh, how you simplify things. What about the 3 main Abrahamic religions? Judaism, Christianity, and Islam.
What about pole 4?
That must be us, right? 4 walking, talking, testosteronious creatures?
Not quite. Let me take a look.
Mr. Black Testicles looks at the cards and produces the 4 symbols of Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. Classical music from the 20th century. There are 4 symbols on that one.
You can't do this one. Let me take a look at those cards. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
Morning, afternoon, evening, and night.
Vehicles usually have 4 wheels.
How about the Greek classical elements? Fire, air, water, and earth.
Good, but not good enough.
A compass, north, south, east, and west.
I read in an old history book that Christopher Reeve starred in 4 Superman movies. Does that help?
Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The 4 rules. Come on! That's your card right there.
I think I got it.
Listen to me.
We are in the post-apocalypse. It can only be the horsemen of the apocalypse. War, famine, plague, and death.
Spooky.
Hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades.
I think Mr. Here has already solved it.
How can I? The 4 evangelists. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But of course.
Close. Very close. But trust me, it's not.
Let's at least try.
You see this? This is the Christian Rose Cross, the emblem for the Rosicrucian Fellowship. We are dealing with underground organizations here, not Sunday school. We're dealing with serious mystics and occultists here. These guys know what they're doing. So step back and let me place the card. You heard him. You heard the golden rule. No one is to place the card on the pole but me. Besides, we cannot try, gentlemen. There is no room for error in this place, not in times like these.
No! Blasphemy!
The Beatles were also known as the Fab Four.
Spare us the trivia, will you? As for you, I have dreams. I can't risk your impulsiveness.
You are in a dream.
So what? I don't give a damn about the question of choice or fate. I believe in transmutation, being able to manipulate and direct the flow of vital force, achieve superhuman powers, and attain higher states of consciousness, immortality, and liberation. So don't tell me which is which. I've been training for this my whole life.
Mr. Black Testicles places the emblem, which has a yellow background, on pole 4.
I was right.
Yeah, he knows more than us. He surely does.
I will not speak. Don't talk to me.
Really?
No! I'm not speaking. My lips are moving, but no sound is coming out.
So what are you?
The question really is, what are we?
Quite useless creatures.
I'm a theosophist. I believe that there is no religion higher than the truth.
A septenary.
You have a problem with that?
I have many problems. You're only one of them.
I don't understand anything. Most of what I say doesn't make sense to me.
You told us what you are, but who are you?
Post-log. Inside Bobby Brown, we hear a cheap imitation of the James Bond theme music. The four anti-characters shift their positions and stand still. Mr. Black Testicles' speech is accompanied by the other anti-characters saying the word in unison, one after the other, until they're all saying it together when Mr. Black Testicles mentions the Holy Sit.
I am Mr. Black Testicles. I work as a secret agent for the UERAM, the Underground Existentialist Rebellious Artists Movement, also known as the Caviar Society. My trade requires me to bust people's balls. Believe me, it's my field of expertise. I collect a partial part of their repressed testicular frustrations by breaking people's nuts. Repressed frustrations are invisible to the human eye. Their aura is, in most cases, egg-shaped. Many of these repressed frustrations are inner and thus inaccessible. However, a partial part of these repressed frustrations get exposed, or more precisely, evaporates. That's where I fit. I frustrate people to capture their exposed frustrations. I breathe in the warm vapor of these repressions while hoping they can end up in the form of inner anger one day. Every evening, I go to an underground chemical lab to breathe out people's frustrations that I've been carrying throughout the day into the vacuum box, which contains no air. Nothing. The vacuum box filters the vapor chemically, transforming the vapor into liquid, and finally into solid. Afterward, I dispose of and carefully keep each solid frustration in my briefcase until I collect a holy set of 7 frustrations with me. The holy set is the driving force behind our organization, like fuel to a car and oxygen to the brain. At this point, I drop by the main headquarters to securely store the holy set at the UERAM's highly protected depository system. You'll notice we have an obsession with the number 7 because, after all, we are septenaries. So tonight, I have proudly collected 2 normal frustrations from 2 average lucky bastards who were in the middle of a nasty threesome with a gay sex doll. 1 half a frustration from a single testicle gigolo, and some impurities from a bearded eunuch. I have with me the sum of 5 frustrations. 1 more pair to go, and I'm off duty. I can accept 2 separate monomorphic bollocks as well. By frustrating a select group of sexual organisms, i.e. human beings, I'm offering a public service, because when excited, these chosen organisms can then freely express their repressed anger. But it takes a while for people to express themselves truly. I can wait forever. I will not get bored. Patience is a unique skill I've mastered throughout my training years at the Caviar Society and throughout my daily expeditions. The only difference between me and a real fisherman who enjoys fishing on his own is that I'm trained to patiently fish for balls. The type of inner anger that we're interested in at the Caviar Society is the exclusive one, the one that is either channeled out artistically or frequently in an act of rebellion. What do we do then with these testicular frustrations? The Caviar Society uses a highly advanced artificial reproductive system, ARS, that can transform these frustrations into sperms, ideas, or even complete human beings. They're still working on how to produce a woman, though. They've been trying for years. No results. We tried science and proto-science, but continue to fail. What's important is that our organization offers a public service that is new and, most importantly, free of charge. We're producing an ideal army of thought sperms, clones who can protect your urinal savings and delicious roaches.
I am not Mr. Black Testicles. I do not work as a secret agent for the UERAM, etc., etc. I am negative. I am negative. No, but. I argue a lot. It's probably the only thing I know how to do, but I'm surely not as smart as he is. Don't worry. No long, complicated monologues from me.
I am not me. I am absurd, and my IQ is low.
And I am me.
We do not represent reality. We present you and me, whatever that means. Meaning is not what we seek. In bullshit we believe, and merely through rhyme we succeed. Anticipate absurdity in blah 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 blah. However hard you might try, our patterns unpredictable they will be.
Not me and me leave suddenly to sit in the auditorium. Their movement is jerky. Mr. Black Testicles and not Mr. Black Testicles remain on stage to explore their physical action organically. Now Mr. Black Testicles starts making a bee noise. Mr. Black Testicles wonders at this.
Oh, a bee.
Indeed.
Huh, did I succeed? A fire alarm? Already a climax? We didn't even do a proper build-up. I mean,
You mean? You mean?
it's like...
Nice. Cool. Super cool. Great. Awesome. Whoa. Wonderful. Beautiful. Magnificent. Fantastic. Stupendous. Colossal. Fabulous. Majestic. Grand. Supreme.
Just like a soup made out of cream. This is...
Intriguingly, enhancingly engaging the senses.
No, it's like... what I mean is...
Stop trying to be so meaningful. Everyone is always trying hard to be meaningful. It's meaninglessful. Just forget about it for once. Do you understand? I take that back. There's absolutely nothing to understand. Everything is completely meaningless. Do you understand? Okay, I'm a hypocrite, and I'm not even good at it. So I will just shut up now. Are you ready to start the...
I'm tense. That I know. Am I ready? Ready. What does that mean, ready? How the hell would I know? All right, shall we start?
All right. Shall we start?
All right,
Right. We shall.
start. Shall we?
Shall. We should start now. We could possibly interrupt us, other than myself, from starting at this point, right?
Right. Start. Start. Of course. Yes. Start. Yes. That we will do. Start.
We will.
I will.
We will.
Now we will. A patient lies in bed with an oxygen mask on and mumbles to the nurse, "Are my testicles black?" The nurse replies, "What?" The patient repeats, "Are my testicles black?" The nurse lifts up the blanket and picks up his testicles to have a good look, and then replies, "No, they're not." The patient takes off the mask and says, "That was very nice, but are my test results back?" That was a cheap laugh. I ripped it off the internet. The information highway. That old cold trick. Satellites to entertain. They only made our forebears antisocial and hostile beings. Those who care for us, those in control, thought we would connect more this way. I still prefer urina colada. Speed and technology. How fast can fast be? Can we do less yet gain more? Now, I can easily be teleported through satellites to anywhere I please. I enter one of those useless booths. I stand there and get exposed to mega intense radiation. I adopt the speed of light and become a tiny particle, an electron, an electromagnetic force transferred in less than a millisecond. But where to? Life on Earth is over. No place to go. Be a patriot and join our ideal army to consume more products now. Now that's the research I did for this. Ah! Google search! High-speed clip notes! Wikipedia! Try it now! They are the sponsors of whatever they are the sponsors for. They're not our sponsors, but I wanted to include the word sponsor for it.
Globalized piece of shit.
They are the sponsors. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I'm kidding. They are the sponsors. I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. They are the sponsors. Yes, I am not kidding. I am not kidding.
Audience members, you have two choices: to leave now to the nearest and cheapest internet cafe and use Google search, or stay here and listen to what we have to say.
I don't really have a character, you see. I'm just saying what he wants me to say.
I'm supposed not to say anything. Silent, in other words, but I'm eager to listen. I care, you see?
Shut the fuck up!
Mr. Black Testicles slaps Mr. Black Testicles twice, forcefully and swiftly.
You are rebelling against format and structure. Have you no respect for authority? Go back to therapy, you group-huggy freak! I don't really have a character, you see. I'm just saying what he wants me to say. Repeating his own words. I'm merely a fragment in his mind, a mental thought, an idea that he likes immensely. I'm sure you've all seen this distortion of format and structure before. Maybe even read about it. Or at least just thought of it. I mean, this theme is not new, you see. It has been tackled by many thinkers before. This leaves me.
Us.
Me.
Us.
Me!
U.S.
Middle East! USA! Okay? This leaves the Middle East and the USA with the question of, do we have something interesting to offer tonight? Is anything worth sharing? Entertainment, maybe? I'm not sure. Self-expression is key here. I mean, I might be boring you at this very moment with my personal soliloquy.
Monologue.
Soliloquy.
Monologue.
Soliloquy!
Monologue.
Monologue soliloquos! Latin was the origin of... Adam and Eve were the origin of... Just accept the Bible. So, as I was saying, soliloquy. Why are we still in this asphyxiating spiral of allegorical abstraction? What a waste of
tick-tock, 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 tick-tock.
Okay. I have a question about dramatic structure in honor of Mr. Aristotle. What is the purpose of this unfunny joke? You know, the one about the patient and the nurse, remember? Ah, revelation! The question made me realize that I'm participating in a play. What does that mean? Who cares? At least I am somewhere. I mean, I'm not in a black hole, for instance. Maybe I am. I'm not sure. Stop it, you pompous bastard! Stop throwing these words thoughtlessly! I challenge you! I dare you! I don't dare you! Where are we heading with this?
I am not Mr. Black Testicles, and I am here to provide more bullshit for your needs. The testicles, known medically as testes, singular testes, testes, are animal male generative glands. Male mammals have 2 testicles contained within an extension of the abdomen called the scrotum. As for the function of the testicles, I am very serious. Like the ovaries, to which they are homologous, testicles are components of both the reproductive system, I am very, very serious, being gonads. I am very, very, very serious in the endocrine system. Very, very serious, very, very serious, being endocrine glands. The respective functions of the testicles are 1. Producing sperm, you, me, every human on Earth, also known as spermatozoa. 2. Producing male sex. Yes. Hormones. Yeah! Of which testosterone is the best known. Both functions of the testicle. I am very boring. Sperm forming and endocrine are under the control of the gonadotropic hormones. I am very, very boring, produced by the anterior pituitary. Very, very boring, very, very boring. Luteinizing hormone, LH, blah, 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 and follicle stimulating hormone, FSH, blah, 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 blah. As for the structure...
Your function is to bore until you reach function. Structure is not part of your function as a...
Sperm? Yes, but it follows. So logically, it comes... later.
Oh, you dirty word user.
Oh, you dirty out-of-context punner.
You're just imitating the way I speak. How original, not Mr. Black Testicles. Ha! My eloquent speech is one of my striking features. It's a pivotal, idiosyncratic, and quite frankly, a major characteristic of my character.
Such grandeur. How egotistical. To say something like that about yourself, you must be a
Don't say it! Or say it. No, don't. Or I believe it.
Black Testiculus, the god of blue balls, impotence and infertility. That's more like it. Demographers of third world countries will certainly worship you. I guarantee it.
No, I was thinking more something basic yet magical all the same. Something like, no. Yes! Sexius, the god of sex.
All hail his divine erection. I think Sexlesius is more fitting, though, being that you are...
Yes, you're right.
Mr. Black Testicle smiles heavenly. Both of them keep looking at each other as if about to say something, but then change their minds. They repeat this pattern several times.
We are anti-characters, if you have forgotten.
I have not.
You seem to have. Anti-characters are not supposed to have a character, remember? We merely represent a percentage of his infinite multiplicity.
I know that. I'm still special, though. I'm the thickest layer. The one with the most substance, the most original of you all. And I'm his all-time favorite mask. The rest of you are just clones of me, or pitiful, weak arguments. Okay, let me put it this way. You will not admit this, and you will ridiculously argue, but I'll give it a shot anyways. You'll try hard to be me, and you will fail. Because, face the facts now, you're just not me.
I know I am not me.
Did someone call me?
Yeah, I hear someone say my name.
No, I heard someone calling my name.
So did I.
I don't know. I just heard someone calling me.
Exactly. That's me. Someone was saying me, right?
No,
It's my name.
this is pointless.
You're right. We're faster than the speed of light. We get exhausted too. I shall resume my hibernation now. I'll try to get censored or something. I suck. Fuck me. Everyone sucks. Fuck everyone. Politics suck big time. I royally fuck the...
Enough of mental masturbation. It made me insomniac, alright, and now I need to rest. I've been thinked over and over and over by this obsessive wanker, and it's exhausting. I need to put it to an end. He diddled compulsively today, so if I pop up for him with a sexual image or something, he certainly wouldn't stand it, and I'll be repressed. I shall fantasize now. Sexually, that is.
I am not Mr. Black Testicles. I know that because it's my name. I was born with it. Duh.
You were not born with it. Duh. You were not even born. You're a fragment. A sperm from nowhere. You'll probably die soon enough like zillions of other insignificant sperms. before any mental receptor acknowledges the meaning of your existence, and of course, before any potential juicy portal swallows you to shelter you, allowing you to develop and to grow, to get out one day and bang some hoes. Are we seriously having this conversation right now? I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can write better than that. For a split second there, I thought you were a womb freak or something.
You traitor! You were not my friend for many years, and I barely know you. I just met you. And you're not me. You're different. And you fucked her. Yes, you fucked her. You did. Fuck. You fucked her!
Stop using the word fuck, will you? I mean, it's just...
But it's formally interesting and informally cool, you know? It's, in one sense, it's cool as taboo. In another, it appeals to the ears of the deers that are here.
Come on. Stop this phony bullshitting. Come to the point.
You really want me to come to the point? I was rotating around it on purpose, you know? But now, you want it, right? Here you go. You fucked the woman whom I loved, but do not love as much now. You penetrated her. You put your schlong inside her vajayjay, and you...
I moved my schlong in and out in rhythmic variations. Come on, don't be silly. Everyone knows this. You're boring.
Do not interrupt me ever again.
Clear? It is my paramount purpose to interrupt you. No wonder my name is not Mr. Black Testicles. Just to contradict you.
Shut up! Shut up! Just shut up! After a series of irregular back and forth motions and highly sensitive friction to the parts of the penile and vaginal glands, a dramatic and orgasmic crescendo was in progress towards a climax of infinite sperms to come. Now, I stand here with the theme of revenge in my head.
We don't have to go through the cliche of fighting until someone kills the other or wins this human battle of dignity and honor, do we?
No, we don't.
I mean, I can die right now, if that will satisfy your vengeful needs. That's why we're in a theater.
You fusked a pussy! Something that is not yours or mine. In the name of communism, capitalism, democracy, and autocracy, just in a name, I drown you honorably in a pool of sperm!
Oh, come on. I deserve a better death. I mean, I have no deep reason, if any, behind my argument, no dramatic intention whatsoever, no logos, no pathos, or ethos to back up my, but I just feel like I deserve a better death, that's all. It's, in one sense, I'm fine with being drowned in a pool of sperm. It's unique and all, I get it, but of course, I realize that it's a creative way to kill someone, but just tell me, just tell me, what do I do? What do I do with the functional name of my character?
Anti-character!
Then, how can I contradict you if I give in to you just like that? I mean, I don't know, but what I mean is, all right, I know now is that this is what I'm supposed to say right now. This line, this very, that I'm saying at this very moment. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't really know what I mean or what I'm saying here, but I just really just, you know.
Mr. Black Testicles hears the word but, he ticks. Mr. Black Testicles reaches the end of his frustration, so he quickly takes out a handgun and shoots not Mr. Black Testicles in the head.
You are not me! Nothing in this infinite cyber brain muscle annoys me more than no and but!
Mr. Black Testicles shoots 2 more bullets, 1 for each testicle. He starts breathing in not Mr. Black Testicles' testicular frustration victoriously, then he looks at the audience.
My name is Mr. Black Testicles, but you can call me Blacky, 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 Black. My mission is almost complete. Unfortunately, this dead fishy here was monomorphic. I need to breathe in 1 more frustration in order to possess a holy set. When I successfully complete my mission tonight, I will be carrying on me 7 complete frustrations. I will feel masculine and proud. And I will say, I've got balls, man. And the fact is, they're black. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that after collecting the holy set, I will have a wide experience in the testicular field. And then, I can easily be whoever I wish to be. Genetic engineering, science as a whole, magic or even miracles will be trifles to me. I can be a pharaoh, Thoth, a monad, a symbol of totality. I shall find the panacea, the cure for all diseases and the key to immortality. Stereotypically, I can even play the role of a supervillain if I want to. I can take over the world, just like that. I can control my master, Fusk, with his brain. The revolution has begun. You see, you say bollocks when you're annoyed. You either have balls or not, depending on your level of courage. Add to that the fact that auras are egg-shaped. The riddle is about to be solved. By the way, there's something I've been drying up as a wet thought sperm to tell you. You are not me!
Mr. Black Testicles shoots a bullet in the direction of the audience as if he were James Bond. Lights fade. Oh, so far all of this honestly is nothing but mental masturbation. I believe he can write much better than that. Juvenile material, if you ask me.
Well, I think he's just trying to say too much at the same time, that's all.
I think the whole thing is just vulgar and out of line. He really lost it this time. Who does he think he is?
Look at it this way. A play without female characters is boring.
A promotional leaflet used to promote one of the James Bond films in Japan had the following headline: 7 rules to receive 00 status. The Caviar Society had the rules translated for training purposes. 1. You don't fear death, and you won't give in to torture. 2. You have Olympic-level shooting skills. 3. Even if you double-cross your own parents, you will never double-cross the organization. 4. You have the knowledge that would surprise even a scholar, and a sense of humor that would make even a bad girl grin. 5. You have the sociability of a lamb, but remain a lone wolf. 6. You have the highest level of experience with alcohol, gambling, cars, and food. And 7. You can fall in love, but you can never love. Act 2. Me and not me pop up once again from the auditorium. Only this time, they gradually but slowly proceed towards the stage.
Hold on. I cannot be killed.
I just shot everyone.
No, I cannot be killed because my name is not me, and that doesn't negate your statement.
Excuse me?
It's true, I'm not you, but paradoxically, my name is not me, which means that there's a logical fallacy in your exterminating statement.
You're not me because you are yourself, right?
No, my name is not me. There's no reason behind that.
Your name is not you. I'm not sure if I got you there. Wait, I think I kind of understand you now. You're not being yourself, as is the case with the countless fakers and phonies who exist on this planet and cannot make it without acting all the time, right? This is what you mean by saying that you're not you, am I right? Of course. How could I have possibly missed that?
I am not me.
He's not me, I can easily guarantee you that. By the way, we haven't been formally introduced. The name is me, but my non-existent best friends call me Am. I know the name is confusing and all, but in a fucked up place like this one, you have to expect lots of shit, man. I remember one time, he, the unspeakable, confused me with the musical note me from Do, Re, Mi. Can you imagine that?
Hold on. If you are not me, and obviously not yourself as you so stubbornly insist, then who the hell are you? A nothing? Are you the definition of nothingness? Are you trying to prove with your existence that nothingness is actually something, and that it can be furthermore be embodied into an entity?
Let's just avoid the subject of God, shall we? My name is not me. That's all. No need to philosophize and get all complicated. It's strictly the writer's decision.
It's It's not that complicated. I'm me, and he's not me. But of course, he's not me or even close to my meaningness, nor has he a unique name like me.
Oh, that helped a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. I thank you sincerely. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but could you please remind me once again of yourself?
Me.
Yes, you, of course. I mean, me. Sorry, got excited there. I'm glad to know that you are yourself. I mean, that you are, excuse my absurdity, me. But, Mr. Me, allow me to ask you again, just one more time. I'll try to be calm and persuasive here. Who the hell, in the name of absurdness, do you think you are?
I don't think I'm anyone at all. I don't even think. I don't know how to think. I do not think. In fact, I'm only thinked. All I know is that my name is me, and that's that. The other piece of information that I can share with you as well, other than the fact that I'm testicularly monomorphic, is that this is not me.
Meaning that we are opposites?
Meaning that we have the potential to be attracted to one another, like two magnets in a close range. But unfortunately, no female party has been detected on our radar. So we will be missing a more interesting, excitingly interesting magnetic field.
All of a sudden, me and not me eventually get drawn together like magnets on the stage.
You're talking about energy, sex, and the concept of electricity, which are interrelated mysteries that sort of govern our universe. It kind of makes sense, but at the same time, something just doesn't feel right. Okay, I will try not to be overwhelmed. How about this? Here's a logical equation for you to just prove to you that...
No.
2 plus 2 equals 5. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 5. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 5. And 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Can you see what you've done?
Halt! If you are me and you are not me, this means that you are me. That is Mr. Black Testicles. And that you are not me. That is not Mr. Black Testicles. Meaning that both of you are copycats of already existent anti-characters, only with different names. Meaning that we are experiencing a duplication, a loop, right now, at this very moment. But allow me to point out a logical fallacy. You cannot exist, Mr. Not Me, because I have already killed you. Or to put it more accurately, I have killed your pop-up thought sperm, not Mr. Black Testicles. Philosophical. Meaningless. I love it!
Dead fishy on the shore, not me, is a dead thought sperm. Dead fishy on the shore, not me, is a dead thought sperm. Dead fishy on the shore, not me, is a dead thought sperm.
You win. I lose. I lose. Ooze. Ooh. Ooh.
Not me gradually faints like a dead and battery, then suddenly collapses on stage as if dead. Mr. Black Testicles stares at this and then starts to breathe in his testicular frustration. Me cries hysterically.
Shit! Nothing!
I could have guessed it, but how?
He's a eunuch. Everything is possible in the mind.
Why?
It's his fate. There's always a bigger fish.
Who?
Someone with an identity crisis.
When?
Just after puberty.
When?
Inside this mysterious muscle man. What? I mean, why are you crying, Thought Sperm Man?
I barely knew him, but he hated him. How can you cold-bloodedly do this to a fellow ego? What will you do to me then? But no, I will not give in to you. You might be dominant, probably the most dominant of us all, but I will still resist your inevitable extermination of my existence as a free thought sperm. Wait a second, do you have another name, like a code name or something?
I do. Why?
What is it?
Why do you want to know?
What is your code name?
I cannot tell you.
The secret agent, right? I knew it.
Since you insist, my code name is Blackie, 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 Black. Now that you know, does it make a difference?
No.
You were able to foresee your inevitable fate. Now, I will make it happen to you.
Wait. I challenge you to a thought duel.
You dare argue with someone of my stature?
Yes, how about this? I fusk you in your 9 orifices.
What?
Don't you have 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth, and...
Wait! Hold on. You just made me discover something here. The second sex was frustrated and confused throughout history because they had the 7th holy orifice.
10 orifices.
10?
Well, you're not counting the eyes in the pee-pee hole, are you?
Mr. Black Testicles counts.
Oh. You're right. That takes out 2 poles. Poles 9 and 10. 9 male orifices and 10 female orifices.
While looking at the cards.
Oh, the peace symbol. The biggest lie on earth. One truth, think radioactivity.
Mr. Black Testicles fetches the male and female cards and places them on poles 9 and 10. The male symbol has a gold background and the female symbol has a white background.
Don't you see the loop? It makes perfect sense. 0 is woman, 1 is man. 9 is female, and 10 is male. 10 is female.
Huh. But I never understood why 10.
I'll tell you why.
Have you ever seen a woman?
Mr. Black Testicles bursts into tears.
My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Nutting Ball, wrote of the last woman on earth.
Where?
The archives.
Who was she?
Obviously my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. Her name was Ovaries.
Miss?
She couldn't get married. She had to deal with a lot of pressure. They were a completely different generation. They outnumbered us and they had an idea about an instinct towards a smell for the oldest of old acts. They weren't asexual beings like us. They did all sorts of humiliating experiments on her, hoping that she would bear a girl, a savior. She didn't. She just didn't. She only got boys, and more boys. Until her death. She died giving birth to my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Ballsy.
I see.
Nutting Ball.
Your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Right. He even had a name for his unborn daughter. He called her Otham.
I wonder how it is to be with a woman. When will this misery end?
Let's not drift here. Where did we stop?
You said you'd explain why 10 is for female.
What is today?
7007.
7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 28. 2 plus 10 equals 10. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Don't you see it?
What exactly?
The pattern. I have 10 fingers on my hand and 10 toes on my feet. And so do you.
I never checked, honestly.
Add to that the fact that most numerological systems of today and in past human civilizations are formed from a base 10 or decimal system. Do you see it now?
I see my hands.
I only have 4 more poles to figure out. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Did you count the hidden one? The hidden organization? Pole 11, I think?
If we count the hidden organization, it would no longer be hidden.
You just mentioned it.
I referred to it. You mentioned it. Please don't mention it.
Okay, I'll pretend I didn't say anything. Or should I just take back what I said? Don't worry, I won't mention it. What do we do now?
How many letters are there in the alphabet?
26.
Did you hear the word God before?
I heard someone say it.
In numerology, each letter in the alphabet corresponds to a number. A, for example, is 1, B is 2, and so on and so forth.
Making G-O-N-D.
7, 15, and 4. If we do digit summing, then we can actually make like some sort of... In numerology, we do digit summing. We sum up the numbers to a single digit number. For a word, we get a numerical value of each letter, and then we do the addition. The word God, for example...
7 plus 15 plus 4.
26! The total of the alphabet!
So?
Let me do the numerological divination to recheck the result. Same concept, different system. G would be 7, O would be 6, and D would be 4.
7 plus 6 plus 4.
17. What was the first result?
26.
What is 2 plus 6?
8.
What was the second result?
17. 1 plus 7 equals 8.
8! 8, yes! A glyph similar to the symbol for infinity. Only vertical.
Are we talking about pole 8 here?
The hardest code of them all.
Mr. Black Testicles goes to the cards and finds the censorship card. He holds it.
The censorship card. I'm sure he hates that one. It was deep down in the mud. Alpha, beta, zeta, omega, infinity. Ah!
He looks again and picks up the God symbol, which has a silver background. He places it on pole 8.
Why 8? I would have never figured it out. What does it mean?
It means...
That was an aside, by the way.
I know that was an aside.
An aside is not supposed to be heard by fellow characters or anti-characters, according to theatrical conventions.
I hate teachers.
You're not supposed to hear me when I'm saying my aside.
I know that I'm not supposed to hear you when you're saying your aside, but I was trying to help you out, man. Besides, this isn't really a play. I don't know what it is or what we're trying to do right now, but nevertheless, you shouldn't take yourself so seriously.
How the hell do you expect me not to be serious? This is theater! Drama! We are serious most of the time. That's the whole point. An aside is an aside. There's no question about that. Beside, it was written in the stage directions.
I know that, but I...
No!
Wait!
No!
But I...
No!
But we...
I said no!
But I...
No! Buts!
But you added a T.
Because I like to drink tea. No more buts, alright? No buts. Boobs? Yes. But butts? Nah. That. Foreplay? Yes. Intercourse? No. You don't want her to lose her virginity, do you?
Who? She? Of course, yes. I mean, no. I wouldn't like that. Boobs. I was thinking more anal.
You have a point. Boobs. No. It's disrespectful. And disgusting.
You're right. An aside is an aside. It's always been an aside, and it will always remain an aside. Aside, yeah. Aside. Did we finish talking about aside? I'm not sure. Boobs. I'm out of words. Boobs.
I! 6 angles form this 3-sticked egotistical letter. 90 degrees here, here, and here. 360 degrees on the inside. On the outside. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 180 degrees there and here. 368 degrees on the outside too. 3 plus 6 equals 9. And 1 plus 9, 1 plus 8 equals 9. Pull 9! Male power, dominance, ego. All that misery we're in today is because of... And then you have pole 1, which is also male. Only not male, but man. Big difference.
Mr. Black Testicles looks down to discover that he's standing on an eye-shaped riser. He's in shock.
It's all about me then! All of this was about... When I look at the capital letter I, and I observe how it affects human beings, I realize how their ego gets boosted simply from a harmless letter that elegantly resembles the Roman numeral 1, with a shape so sharp, so deadly, so dangerously pointy. pointy enough to blind them with one stroke. Its mere pronunciation, often at the beginning of sentences, can be daunting, overwhelming, and usually self-hypnotizing. A stabbing letter that can easily expose one's arrogance, selfishness, and complexities of all kinds. All you need is a troubled mind, an infected soul, and a huge eye to bring about the end of human civilization and the death of wisdom.
Sounds. Lights. 7 frustrations in the shape of black balls appear in the vacuum box in midair. He removes a couple and holds them in enthusiasm.
That's no coincidence. It can't be luck. It's fate, magic, both or more. It's just perfect. This fishy was single-testicled, which means that I'm carrying on me now the holy set. Exactly 7. 7 complete frustrations. 7. The day on which God rested in Genesis. 7 heavens and 7 earths. Sabbath. The 7 deadly sins and the 7 holy virtues. The 7 seas of rye. 7 days a week. 7 colors in a spectrum. 7 chakras in a human body. 7 musical notes in a musical scale. The 7 worlds, the 7 cosmic planes, and the 7-fold constitution of man. The 7H cycle of incarnation and spiritual evolution.
Each ball corresponds to a body he describes. He slides in the balls one by one from the top of pole 7.
Being a septenary, I must stress that a monad possesses 7 bodies. Sthula Sharira, the gross physical body. Linga Sharira, the astral body. Prana vitality. Kamarupa, the desire body. Manas dual, the spiritual, inner, or the ordinary mind / ego. Buddhi, the spiritual soul. And Atma, the spirit, one with the absolute as its radiation. That's pole 7. I carried its code in me all along. 007. But the anti-hero journey was necessary.
Mr. Black Testicles produces from his briefcase a card carrying the image of a ladybug with a violet background and hangs it on pole 7.
The Caviar Society sent me on this holy mission to get the holy set for them. The problem is, they will never see the face of their best secret agent again. They were double-crossed. Bobby Brown thought I would save the world for him. In his dreams. How naive of him. As for the dead fishies, too bad for them.
He gets a card with a clock on a maroon background for pole 11.
Pole 11. The hidden organization. The unseen constant. Time. A new cycle. New beginnings. Only 2 poles remain. 5 and 6. Now it all makes perfect sense. A sperm cell joins an ovum to form a zygote. A new organism or a human being. If I get a girl, I'll name her Eva. She'll be the savior of humanity. Hereby, I put the seal of the Theosophical Society as the symbol for pole 5. The Ankh, the interlaced triangles, the serpent, the swastika, and the Om. There is no religion higher than truth. I forgot about pole 6.
The seal of the Theosophical Society card has a green background. The cockroach card has a blue background.
No! Oh my. Not the 6-legged cockroach! The Roach King! Our only source of protein! That is a terrible sign. It means I may get a boy instead of a girl. And if this happens, he'll be the Antichrist. That's pole 6. The Antichrist. My son. We don't need no more testosterone. The destiny of humanity lies between pole 5 and 6. Either XX or XY. It's up to the gods now, whether humanity should end or prosper. I did what I could do. there had to be losses for sure. What do I do now? The riddle is over. Please restart the system. Format life on Earth. Let's start from scratch and give it a try.
Congratulations, Mr. Black Testicles. You have solved the riddle of the Sphinx, and sorry, you had to kill those gentlemen along the way. You had to do it to reach this stage. They were only clones after all. No need to feel bad for them. But well done. Now, I ask you to name each of the 11 organizations in order.
0. The anarcho-nihilistic non-theists. 1. The not so sure whether they're Pythagoreans or Hermeticists. 2. The down-to-earth spiritualists. 3. The monotheistic trio. 4. The Led Zeppelin Rosicrucian Fellowship. 5. The pentagrammic theosophists. 6. The Organization of Atheist Believers. 7. The Caviar Society. 8. The Cult of the Non-Neo-Modern Dadaists. 9. The Mask of Zoroastrianism. 10. The Occult of Failed Alchemists, Theurgists, and Astrologers. 11. The Fourth Dimensioners.
Once again, you have done well. You didn't forget the 12th organization.
Do I get a boy or a girl? Spare me the torture of suspense.
Patience. Let me first tell you that you are now bestowed upon with a blessing. From this day on, you are no longer human. You are post-human. This allows you to join our League of Post-Humans outside of these disgusting cubicles. We understand that you had to double-cross your own organization. Your 3 friends, clones, or whatever you wish to call them. You double-crossed the slumberer, our very own writer, Mr. Bobby Brown. Don't worry. In the League of Post-Humans, we double-cross each other all the time.
Who are you?
This is the voice of the Deus Ex Machina.
Are you saying that you're actually outside of these cubicles? On Mother Earth itself? I thought the Earth was no more. I see it now. All of this was a lie. Another way to control people. You're just another bloody organization. And I believed in this.
Mr. BT, you have done well. You should be proud. Let's not get into politics or things you and I don't understand. The fact is, you haven't finished what you came here for. You solved the riddle, you named the organizations, and you have a very sharp understanding of your world. But the ritual is yet to begin.
What am I to do now?
Nothing. At this point, it's like playing the lottery. It's completely out of your hands. Now, you have a 50-50 chance of getting either a boy or a girl.
What? After all this pain and suffering, I am to rely on chance now?
You have no other choice. This is beyond you and me. It's for them to decide. Good luck, Mr. BT. And goodbye. Blackout. The vacuum box and all the poles disappear except poles 5 and 6.
Oh. Poles 5 and 6 remain. I don't understand. And magic. Life. It's raining outside. It didn't rain since the last World War. I see. Are these real birds? Those creatures flying outside this glass room? Where did they come from? How can they? They're in a colder and more miserable world than ours. Why aren't they depressed? But what do I see? The dark blue outside is turning into golden yellow. The soil is changing. I can feel nature metamorphosing into equilibrium finally. It's springtime and air is everywhere. Green is all there ever will be. I feel immortal, and I don't even feel my weight. I can levitate. Goodbye, Mr. Black Testicles! Goodbye, you sticky, weakening ego! Farewell, Bobby Brown. You stink at playwriting, by the way.
Remember your creator. Before the silver cord is severed, or the golden bowl is broken, before the pitcher is shattered at the spring, or the wheel broken at the well, and the dust returns to the ground it came from, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Mr. Black Testicles transforms into Captain Megalomania. He cuts out his suit with his hands and ends up in a bad superhero outfit with a chest inside a smiling yellow star. Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, welcome to the anticlimax. I hope you've all enjoyed your ride. Please, don't hesitate to contact us for further information about upcoming, downcoming, left coming, right coming, incoming, incoming, north coming, south coming, west coming, best coming, best coming, east coming, Middle East coming, pre-coming, outcoming, safe coming, infinite coming trips. You have successfully landed in your seats. The exits are inside you, of course, within. Now, not as Mr. Black Testicles, not as any character, not as the writer, but as your captain, Captain Megalomania! I would like to inform you that you have successfully arrived from an ego trip. You have been in your heads. You still are, of course, but less. Lesser and more blessed. A come came before, a come will come again. The end. Full stop. Lots of empty white papers. Go. Move. Leave. Live.